Welcome back to Cause 3D. I'm a little tired today. Today is the first day, January 1 of 2025, and I have the day off today, and I thought, I'm gonna film a video. I was out late last night with my band performing at an event, a New Year's Eve event, so if I'm look a little tired, I am a little tired. But I was laying in the bed this morning, I woke up, I started thinking it's a new year. As I was laying there kind of dozing in and out, I started asking myself, what project did I not get done last year that I wanted to and just didn't have the time for? As I started thinking about all the different projects that I've got tabled on the shelf and I'd love to see get out of the shop or get into my personal collection, there's one that I have been working on since 2004. The project is my full-size mannequin Darth Vader. I decided this morning that I was going to finish this Vader that I've been working on for years. We're gonna go down and take a look at it, and I will show you why it needs fixed. And it's not screen accurate, but that's okay with me. I'm doing this on a budget build. I enjoyed displaying what I've built myself. But we're gonna go down to the basement and take a look at it. So here we go. All right guys, so we're down in my man cave and this is where I have my collection. I've got quite a bit down here and we'll do a tour of my collection one of these days, I promise. This is what I'm talking about, this janky looking, sad looking Darth Vader that I have down here. As I said earlier, I started building this in around 2003. I don't have any photos, I don't think, but the original chest box was a piece of wood that I had cardboard things glued to it. It was awful, but I built it, so I was very proud of it. And now it's time for this thing to get a better upgrade than what I've done over the years. The belt boxes, the chest box, I hand fabricated those years ago. I've never been real happy with them. I think we can do better, come up with a design in CAD or something like that and 3D print them and make them a lot better and a lot more functional than what they are currently. The armor up here and the Shin armor are actually 3D printed. I think I 3D printed these about 2 years ago because what I had on there was even sadder than what you see right now. And the helmet, for now, it's just a Black Series helmet. But if you haven't watched the video, I did get Hayden Christensen to autograph a 3D printed helmet that I have over my collection in the back corner. But that's the one I actually want to place on this Vader. It's a little more screen accurate than even the Black Series helmet is. Let's see, just going over, I mean, the cape, I'm not, again, we're not striving for 501st or anything like that. This is just something, conversation piece that when people walk down into my basement, they see this and they go, Darth Vader, obviously. And to most people who aren't as picky as we are typically when we build things, they're just gonna see a cool looking Vader. So we're gonna keep some of the elements of this, but we need a new bodysuit on this guy. And as you can see, he's quite sad. I know GQ is gonna call me if I do the pose he's doing, but this particular mannequin, it's leaning. And it was intentional, that's how the mannequin was built. I bought the wrong one years ago and slapped this on there and thought, it'll be fine. I've never been able to get any boots on him, so he's got kind of just a satin wrap around his feet down here. We're gonna get some back slit boots because of the mannequin has to have the support. We're gonna start with the soft goods, and I'm gonna leave some links in the description where I ordered those from. They just came in. I haven't opened them yet, so I don't know if they're gonna be any good. They were super cheap. Again, not looking to troop in this thing. I just want a budget conversation piece down here. Without further ado, we're gonna get this sad, slouchy Vader, and we're gonna get him out to the shop, and we're gonna start from the ground up. And again, I am gonna keep some of the elements that I have on this, especially this hand-built lightsaber that I had made, many years ago. I wanna make sure that I keep this on him because 3D printing wasn't a thing years ago. So I hand fabricated this, and I don't want this design element to leave the Vader suit anymore. We're gonna get out there and see where this takes us. But this is my goal, the beginning of this year. I want to have this done by the end of January. And if you're watching any of our YouTube videos currently, I am an extremely busy person in 2025. I've got a lot of travel ahead of me, and we're just going to do what we can to get him finished enough that we can get him back down here and I can display him with pride. So let's get out to the shop. I've decided I'm going to set him kind of over in the corner of the shop in here. I don't have to move him. As we get time to work on him, we'll be able to work on him right here. The first thing I did was I went to Amazon. I purchased a 6-foot tall mannequin. It's going to be tall enough for what I need. This gives us a good platform to start with. What we're going to do, we're going to start with, I ordered a set of costume boots online. The reason I got the ones that I got, no, they're not screen accurate, and that's okay with me. But the reason I got the ones that I got is because they have the zipper in the back, not on the side. Because we've got this post down here on the right ankle of the mannequin that we have to accommodate for. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to install these boots, and then we will move over to the suit that I got. The suit I actually purchased from AliExpress. I haven't opened it yet, so stand by on that one. We'll see how good or how bad it actually is. Let's get these boots on. All right, so I want to make sure that the boots fit and that we're going to be able to get them zipped up. They're going to work. So I'm going to move over to opening up this Vader bodysuit that I got. Have no idea what we're getting into. So it is a 2-piece. The pants are going to work fine. They go into the boots, so they're going to be long enough. I don't think I would ever cosplay in these. They're thin, so they'd probably be cool. And it looks like they put the zipper on the front because of the lower cut, but maybe not. We're going to put the zipper in the back anyway where it'll be hidden. And we're going to hope that the belt actually hides the pants to the top seam. So let's get these pants on there and go ahead and get the top on and see what platform we're working with. I will say that this mannequin, or should I call it an Anakin? Anyway, this mannequin is going to work a lot better than the other one that I had because the other one did have a pose. This one's just straight up and down, so I think this is going to work a lot better. Let's get these pants on. Okay, so while I was putting this together, I realized that the old mannequin that I had actually has the same receiving shoulder and are the same sized arms as the one that I'm working on. And I know this is going to save me some time because, as with many of my mannequin builds, I do articulated hands, and I will hopefully put a card up here for another video where I show how to 3D print these hands. They articulate, obviously the hands move, the fingers move, and this is a guy that does some C-3PO builds that designed this, and this hand has been a wonderful upgrade to all of my mannequins. So I'm going to use the old arms from the other mannequin so that I don't have to spend time working on putting articulated hands on this one. So we're going to swap these out, and that's going to save us a lot of time. All right, arms on. And I'm going to add a couple things. The Shin armor, we can go ahead and get on there. That's not going to be affected by anything later on in this build, like the belt boxes or the chest box or anything like that. So let's get that Shin armor on. I'd say that's a pretty good start. We already have his, basically from the feet to the knees. We're good to go there. We're making some progress. So I want to take a minute and say this is going to be a multi-part build. I have no doubt of that. We're basically just kind of in part one here, just all the prep work. But I'm happy enough with the bodysuit. I don't think it's necessarily screen accurate, but it was better than what I had, and that's what we're going for. We're not going to join the 501st. I'm okay with that. So we're going to do this on a budget. We're going to make it look as nice as possible, And to the layman that walks downstairs that's seen the movies, they're never gonna know. I wanna thank you today for joining us. 2025, we're kicking it off with this Vader build, and I'm super excited about this because this is for me. And I don't get to do a lot of things just for me. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in the next video, and we'll get this bad boy finished up.